What is up, everybody? Welcome back, or welcome to Optimal Self Live. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I absolutely positively just love this time of day. And so sorry that I always have such a big, now you know what? It's unapologetic because I love this stuff, man. And just having a full day today, getting back in. Most of us are coming out of this, well, you're all coming out of this 4th of July weekend, and depending on what you did and what you got into and if you traveled or whatever. And I cannot wait to get to today. It's such an exciting time. Getting away for a few days is fantastic, or just decompressing for a few days. Really didn't do much. But the truth is that what actually happens is my mind starts to slow down. And then as the days wear on, I get super excited to get back to this. So thank you so much for being here. Those of you guys, welcome back. I can't stress enough how grateful I am that you join me each and every day. And those of you guys that are welcome too, just know that this is little short conversations about ways that we can all live to our optimal self, the ways that we can get on the journey of literally being the best version of you. That's all this is. It's nothing more, nothing less. And understand that this isn't our version of it. You will all have your own version of your optimal self, of the best version of who you are. But hopefully we can get on this journey together. We can plan together, and we can get into these conversations and actually challenge one another to truly be the best version ourselves. That's what this is. This is a community of people challenging each other to be the best version of themselves. There are no copycats. There's nobody better in this world to be you. And that's what we want to encourage, and that's what we want to show. All right. So today, I'm actually going to couple on our last conversation. Our last conversation was on belief. And I got a lot of questions, and I had a few emails, and one very specific message came across, and it was a question about, well, how do we get there, right? How does our belief truly happen? And so I wanted to touch on it today. And so as you can see on the screen, here's what I want you guys to understand. Belief equals behavior, and behavior equals your results. So your life, your business, your situation is an extension of who you are right now. Your entire life, this moment, where you are, where you're sitting, where you are right now is an extension of who you are. And more importantly, it's an extension of who you believe you are. So depending on your belief in yourself determines the behaviors that you actually take, what you actually do on a daily basis, what you actually do for yourself and for others. It's who you believe you are, right? So the question that I got was in regards to, how do you get these results? How do you stay motivated? How do you stay so forward? How do you always have that kind of energy, right? And I love that question, because the truth is, it's because I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in the man and the person and the dad and the brother and the son that I want to be. And how does that person show up? So I want to give you guys it's really a math problem, right? That's what it comes down to. So let's reverse engineer. Let's go all the way to results for a second. I want you to think about a result that you want. If your life isn't, if your business isn't where you want, if your relationship isn't where you want, where do you want it? Where? Be honest. How do you want that to show up? You want a bigger business? You want to double your salary? You want to lose 50 pounds? You want to have a relationship that's a love like no other, that you never had, that most people you know don't have? If you want those things, that can be the result. Absolutely. It absolutely can. And then guess what? You got to put that as your vision, as your result, as your goal. And now what we're going to do is reverse engineer how to get there. So think about the goal, or think about the result that you want. And then ask yourself, who's the type of person that can get those results? Who's the type of person that can get those results, right? So we're working backward now, because now I know what the result is, but who do I have to become to get those results? That's what we're looking at, okay? And then I have to embody those attributes. You have to see yourself as that type of person. And most importantly, you have to believe you're that person. Because once you believe it, then your behaviors will follow. Because right now, every behavior that you have, that you do, every habit, action, whatever it is, whatever word you want to put in there, every one of them is based on a belief of who you believe you are, and if you believe it's possible, right? If you believe you're an A student, guess what happens? You pick up your book and you study. And you go after it. You believe you're a C or a D, or you're not good at school, you don't pick up the book. You don't, because that's your internal belief, right? We always go through this, and I get more questions about fitness and health and those kind of things probably than any other thing. And so let's say that for a second, right? Let's ask yourself, what is the result you want? You want to lose 40 pounds? You want to lose 50 pounds? You want to lose 20 pounds? Whatever the number is, doesn't matter. Plug in your number if this is you. But think about this for a second. If you want that, now ask yourself, who's the type of person, who's the kind of person that can lose 40 pounds? What are those behaviors? What do you think they do? Probably the type of person who shops very well. Probably the type of person who prepares their own meals and doesn't eat fast food, right? Probably, no, absolutely. You know that. Probably the type of person that does some kind of movement, whether they go for a walk or they do Pilates or yoga, or maybe they go to whatever that thing is. But for sure, they're doing some kind of physical movement, some kind of physical exercise. That's the type of person that would happen to, right? And so now you see these things. So are you the type of person that can eat better? Are you the type of person that can make better choices on what they consume? Are you the type of person that could get up and go for a 30-minute walk every night, or a 10-minute walk to start, or a 5-minute, whatever that is? Of course you are. You're extremely capable of that, of those two little things. Don't worry about the 40 pounds. That's the result. But that's the result of who you become and the behaviors that follow it. So now do I believe that I could get my ass up and go for a walk tonight? Yes. If you don't believe that, we got a bigger issue. We got a much bigger issue if you don't believe you can get off your ass and go for a 10-minute walk today. Because that's the type of person that's embodying that, right? That's the behavior. But I believe I'm that type of person. Hell yeah, I am. And I believe that I can make better choices with my food, that I can shop better and I can prepare. Very simple, easy things. And hell yes, you're capable. Yep, you are. Now it's just a matter. So you see that this math problem of belief equals behaviors equals results is all possible for anything that you want in this lifetime. All I have to do is figure out what the result is and reverse engineer and ask the question, who's the type of person that gets those results? And then I list those things out like I just did with you. And now I just embody that. I take on those attributes. I believe that I have those. And here's the thing, no matter what the goal is, whatever it is, it could be astronomical, whatever. Maybe you want to make, or you want to have $1 million in savings. Maybe that's the goal. What type of person does that? Who's the type of person that has $1 million in their savings, or maybe just in assets and things that they can retire on? Who's that type of person? That type of person is very much, they watch what they spend. They very much are saving before they're spending, right? The money goes in before. And now you start to behave that way. You start to behave more financially responsible. And guess what? Over time, compound interest, you become that person. So just remember, the results and the goals are never about the result or the goal. It's about who you become in the process. That's what it comes down to. And results and all of these things in our lives is a simple equation of math. Belief equals behavior, behavior equals your results. And you are capable of anything you want in this world. We just have to follow it. We just have to follow the problem. We have to solve the problem. What is the result? Who is the type of person? What are the attributes that they use? What are the actions that they take? And then I believe that that is possible. I believe that I am enough, and I believe that I am capable. And the moment you do, anything is possible. You have this opportunity right now, right now. So again, belief equals behavior. Behavior will equal your results. So all we have to do, figure out your result and then reverse engineer it for yourself. All right, there you go. I wanted to couple in or piggyback on our last conversation because I got a ton of questions on belief. They were all about results and how do I get the results. And so I wanted to bring that to you. I want to couple these together. So if you didn't hear the last one, just go back. It's just one behind. Look at the belief. And now let's put this equation to work. Let's put this equation so that you can be the best version of you, that you can live to your optimal self. All right? Good. Thank you. Man, that feels good. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right? And as always, there's somebody out there right this second. There's somebody out there that we don't know, that I can't touch, right? That I don't have the opportunity to put in front of this in front of. But you do. You do. There's somebody right now that's struggling so much with their behaviors because they don't believe in themselves. Just kick it over to them. Send them a direct message. Share it on your page because we can elevate this together. We can elevate humanity together. We can share it with one another, and we can build a platform that everybody has the opportunity to be the best version of themselves. All right? And as always, please jump over to optimalself.today. The next rollout is going to be 8/1. Please don't wait around. Please don't forget, because once we hit, just like we did on 7/1, we cut it off and we give that to everybody. So everybody else that's in there, looking forward to seeing you guys inside that private community. This is your guys' opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, right now it's free. It doesn't cost you anything, right? It doesn't cost you anything. So please jump on in, like, share, and comment. And I truly, truly thank you so much for being here. All right. And as always, if you want, jump over to anywhere that you are watching or listening to podcasts. Over 25 episodes are on the podcast now. And please like, share, subscribe. And if you could please leave us a comment, that would be fantastic. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.